All right, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Again, another rough morning, starting with Hangouts here. This hour we are going to be practicing our reading, going over a short story that's called "Going to Paris." Okay. Now, if you do not have this or you cannot find the class materials, it is listed under the class description, and I will go ahead and give you the document right now. Okay, I'm also going, or the link right now, I'm also going to put it in the Google chat box. There we go. Very cool. So, let's see who we got first. Enrique, how you doing? Enrique, can you hear me okay? Make sure that your microphone is not muted. I still can't hear you, Enrique. And how about Dewey? How are you?
I'm fine.
Good, good. And Dewey, where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
So from Vietnam. Vietnam.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And what do you do, Dewey? Are you a student or are you working full time? What do you do?
I'm student. I'm student.
Okay. All right. And what are you studying?
I'm student.
And what? Yes, I do hear you. What do you study?
I'm studying to be an architect.
An architect.
Yes.
Very cool. That's great. That's a great profession. My grandpa was an architect. Awesome, man. Well, welcome to class. Good to have you here. Let's see who else we have. We have Adam. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, sir?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. What's new?
Well, there is no new. I became officially an Verblin addict.
That's easy to do. It really is an easy thing to do. Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
For me, the problem is to have a good connection. That's all.
Okay. And what are your favorite classes to take?
Well, it's speaking and pronunciation.
Okay. Good. Yeah, those will definitely help you out. Well, cool. Well, welcome to class. It's good to see you.
Thank you so much, sir.
We've also got Alejandra. How are you? Make sure that your microphone is working. I cannot hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go. Hi there.
I'm fine.
Good. And
No.
Alejandra.
Yeah,
Alejandra, where are you from?
I am from Colombia,
From Colombia. Okay. And what part of Colombia?
Medellin.
Medellin. Okay. Very nice. And what do you do? Are you a student or do you work full time?
Yeah, I am studying bibliotecología.
Okay. So you're studying to be a librarian. Okay.
Librarian, sí.
Librarian. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Well, welcome to class. It's good to have you here.
Thanks.
All right. And Ali, how are you?
Oh, hi, Chad. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing really good. So what's new in your life? Anything interesting happening today?
No, nothing.
Nothing. All right. So the rule is, when something does happen, make sure to bring it to class and share it with us all. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sure, of course.
All right, man. Good to see you again.
Okay,
And we
thank
also
you.
have Andrew. Andrew, how are you?
I'm doing good, Chad.
Good. Oh, Andrew, I remember you.
Yes.
Let's see.
Where I'm from?
John Draken. It was. Oh man, I'm thinking it was Ukraine. Are you from Ukraine? It's either Ukraine
No,
or
no.
Russia.
Actually, yeah, I'm from Russia.
Okay, that was my second guess. I was like, it's either Ukraine or it's Russia, but I wasn't quite sure. Cool, man. So how's everything going?
Everything is okay.
Good, good. Anything new and interesting going on, or what are your plans for today?
You know, today I've got some difficulties with my credit card. I wanted to become a premium member, and
Uh-huh.
I've got some difficulties, and I couldn't become a premium member for today. But I suppose tomorrow I will be able to handle it.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, that'll let you get into the classes earlier and things like that.
Yeah.
All right, very nice, man. Well, it's good to see you again. Welcome back to class. We also have Carla. Carla, how are you?
Hi, fine, Chad, and you?
I'm doing really good. Now, Carla, every time you come into class, I always see you and I go, oh yes, Carla's back. And then I go, oh no, is she from Venezuela or is she from Colombia? Now today, because I think last time I said Venezuela, and I was like, you're like, no, and you're like, I hate you, I never want to see you again. No, I'm just kidding. But you're from Colombia, right? You're from Colombia.
I'm
Dang
from
it!
Venezuela.
Golly! How come I can't remember that? I can never remember.
I do
Oh,
face this
man.
problem too, sir. I really forget the names of people.
So,
I have
okay,
many problems.
let's work on this. So, Carla, you're from. What's that?
Colombians are very pretty like Venezuelans.
So, all right. So, Carla from Venezuela. How can I remember this? Now, Carla, what do you do?
I'm studying electrical engineering.
Electrical engineer. Okay. And what are your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
Yes, I like reading, make puzzles, dancing, hiking,
Okay.
paragliding.
Paragliding. All right. Well, let's talk about paragliding. All right. How often do you go paragliding?
Really, once a year because I don't have the equipment.
Uh-huh.
I fly with other person, an instructor. It's
Uh-huh.
a flight of tandem.
Okay. So,
A
oh,
flight.
so you're talking about paragliding, or is it parachuting? So falling from an airplane?
No. Paragliding.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're with another instructor, and they help you do it.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Fun. Okay.
It's
So
very
Carla.
relaxing. You must try it.
Okay. All right. So let's see. All right. So we've got Carla. She's from Venezuela. I got to remember this, and she loves to paraglide. Okay. All right. I'm gonna work on it. Hopefully I remember this. All right. Welcome back to class, Carla. Good to see you. And Enrique, did you get your microphone working, buddy? Now Enrique is the other one that I always forget because he comes in and he's got a Canadian bird on the front, and I always remember that the bird's from Canada, but I can't remember exactly where he's from, and so I'm always embarrassed as well. Maybe let's see if he gets his mic working. We've also got Pat Pai. Pat Pai, is your microphone working? You've got a cute little bear there that's staring at me, saying, "I want to speak English." All right. Let's see. Sakutara.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. Is this the same Sakutara from before? Yes, it is. Sakutara Fun. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
I'm doing good.
How's life been for you? Any issues? Everything good? Everything smooth?
I think with me everything is good.
Mm-hmm. Good, good. Well, it's good to have you back. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah.
Let's see. We also have. I've got a gentleman down at the side, and I do not know how to pronounce your name, but you've got a dog here on the front. How would I pronounce your name, sir? Can anybody read those characters?
No.
No. Oh, Gonzo. All right. All right. Very cool. And let's see. Okay, Adam. I knew I remembered you. You came in, and I was like, I think I remember the face, and then I totally remember the picture. Let's see. Hold on. The country that comes to mind is Algeria. Is that a picture of Algeria? Or am I completely wrong, Adam? I think I'm completely wrong. I probably am. It's
no,
really...
you're right.
Yes.
You won.
Good. Okay, cool, man. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started, and we'll go ahead and get practice reading. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this is my last story from last night, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off. All right, so this story here is called Going to Paris. It's an interesting name because in the topic, it talks about guns and children. And I was like, oh, well, this will be interesting if it's called Going to Paris. That would be really interesting. So I have not read through this. It looks like I mainly picked it out because it has some really good-sized paragraphs that are even throughout the whole story. So that's why I wanted to work on it more than anything. Okay.
Can I start?
Yeah. I'm gonna start over on the left-hand side. So okay. Adam, let me have you read that first paragraph. Okay.
Okay. Going to Paris. Happy birthday, sweetie, said the finger of his mother's right hand as she brought in the cake while holding it with her left. It was his favorite, chocolate fudge inside with butter, pecan.
That's
frosting.
Pecan. Butter pecan.
Pecan frosting. Michael was 10 years old today and he felt kind of grown up. It was summer. The air was sweet and vacation was just around the corner. He was home with his parents and his best friend, Jerry, was also here to celebrate his birthday. He felt good, but he didn't feel safe.
All right, excellent pronunciations. Only two words I want to work on. Okay, this word right here that I'm highlighting. You see that? That word is air.
Air.
Okay, so A-I-R, air. Make sure you pronounce a good long A sound. Air. Okay, one more time. We're gonna say the air was sweet. Try that.
The air was sweet.
Okay, good. All right. Now, the other one is the word his. Now, here we have the word his 2 times in a row. The second time you said great with a good short I sound. The first time you said with an E sound, saying he's. Okay. Yeah. Now that would be a long E sound. This E is going to be a short I. So we want to say, instead of he's, we want to say his.
His.
Okay, one more time. His. There you go. So his home was with. Sorry, he was home with his parents. Try that.
He was home with his parents.
Good, much better. All right, thank you, Adam. Let's go to the next paragraph, and this is for Ali.
Okay. He should have felt safe, but he didn't. He was living in the safest town in America. The motto was all over their happy little community. On the sign that welcomed you to safety, on the facade of the city hall, on just about every storefront, including Mr. Baker's hardware store. They named the town 5 years ago because of its unique and wonderful safety record. He couldn't even remember the old name. But then he was only 5 when it was changed. And when they had passed the new law that every man, woman,
Okay, can you see that there, Ali?
yeah,
Okay, yeah, must
what?
every
I'm
man,
done.
woman,
I'm
and
done.
child over the age of 10. Oh, okay, yeah, it
Yes, must
when you were
care.
reading it, it kind of blacked out. Okay, cool. Yeah, so must carry their weapons. So must openly carry their weapons. When they say openly, this here
Yes,
means that they, instead of carrying their
yes,
weapons concealed, like under a jacket or in the backside of their pants or something like that,
yeah.
they have to carry their weapon so that it's visible to other people. Okay, and that's what openly carry means. Okay, now, Ali, your pronunciations were really, really good. Excellent job. I do want to add one thing though. Okay, so for
Okay,
example, on the word safety.
okay.
Okay, and you'll hear me a lot of times
Safety.
uh, with words that end with a T, how we change that T to a D sound.
Yes,
So instead of saying safety, we say safe D, safety.
safety. Okay,
Okay, so it sounds more like a D sound, just like how you said the word including, and using that that D sound in including, we would say safety instead of
okay.
safety, safety. Try that.
Safety. Okay.
Okay, good,
Safety. Safety.
good,
So
good.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How can I pronounce party? Party
Party would be party, party,
with the.
with a D, exactly. And this word
Oh,
here,
okay.
okay, ends with a TY. That's also going to be
Yes.
community, community.
Community. Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Community.
if it ends with a TY, you can definitely change that to a D sound. Okay, but
Oh,
check
okay.
this word out. Okay, it ends with a T at the end. Okay, if it just ends with a T, we are going to make that T sound. That word would be safest. Okay, and you said that word correctly. Okay, everything
Safe.
else sounded
Okay. Yes.
really good, Ali. Good reading. Nice job.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, let's go to Andrew. Andrew, let me have you read the next paragraph, starting with since.
Okay. Since that time, everybody had been very proud of the town's record. There was no corruption, no street crime, and no bullying in the schools. People felt safe in their homes, in their offices, in the stores, and on the streets. People all smiled as they met or passed each other walking along the sidewalks of the beautiful small town. They all openly carried their own personal weapon in holsters, just like people did it in the Old West. It should have been a good place for Michael to live. So, why didn't he feel good? Why didn't he feel safe? Why did he feel so scared all the time?
All right, excellent pronunciations, man. Let's go to
Thank you.
okay, this word right here. Now this is complicated because we have the L, the S, and the T all right together. Okay, the word is holsters. Holsters.
Holsters.
Good, good. All right, and I want to practice. It should have been. So let's practice separating those words just a little bit. It should have been.
It should have been. Yeah, you know should, but I noticed one interesting thing. When Americans pronounce should plus have, you pronounce it like should have.
Yeah, they say should have been.
Yes. And I've read should have.
Sure.
But
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So when we do say that, more often than not, instead of saying should have, we do say should have. It should have been.
Because
Okay,
it's
good.
easy to pronounce, yeah?
Exactly, because it's easier, and we always want to do the easiest thing, right? That's how we usually speak. We take shortcuts because it's easier for us to say them. It's interesting. So once you get that, yeah, English, and you start to hear how we make shortcuts, English becomes a little bit easier. All right. Other than that, really good pronunciations, Andrew. Nice job. Really good job.
Thank you.
Okay, Enrique, is your microphone working, buddy? Not so much? Okay, let's go to Jerry. Jerry, let me have you read this paragraph that starts off, maybe Michael. Right here.
Maybe Michael sometimes thought people just pretend that they felt safe. Maybe down deep, they were all just afraid like him. After all, people never had crews or friends or any kind of protection from the war beasts that ruined the earth from the beginning of time. The only thing they had was a brain that makes them smarter than other animals. They use their brains to invent things, and guns and bounties were just something they invented to protect their lives and make them feel safe.
Okay, good, good. Nice job here, Jerry. And let's practice some words, okay? So the first couple words I want to practice are these two right here. So please look up on the board. These words are claws or fangs. Try that. Claws or fangs.
Claws or fins.
Okay, one more time. That's going to be fangs.
Fins.
Okay, give me a good ah sound. Fangs.
Fans.
There you go, fangs. Okay, good. All right, so the next word I want to practice
Teacher,
is
teacher,
all.
teacher.
Yes.
Can I have a question?
Yes, what's your question?
Fangs, what does it mean?
Fangs are these. So the fangs, it's teeth. It's the teeth that are longer. Okay, so you can have regular teeth like a dog, but the fangs are the ones that hang down.
Okay,
Okay.
I want it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Jerry. I'd like to
Yeah.
practice. I'd like to practice the word all.
All. After
Okay.
all.
After all. Now, the way that we pronounce all, or that not the W, but the L there, is that you curve your tongue upwards, and the tip of your tongue is going to touch the top of your mouth. Okay, so, and it's right before your teeth. Okay, so you're going to say all. Try that. All.
All.
There you go. Much better. Okay, so let's practice saying that word with the L sound. Okay, after all. People never had claws. After all. Try that.
After all, people never have claws.
Okay, good. Okay, much better with that L sound. Keep practicing that L so you can get it, so you can perfect it more. Okay. Now, this word here down below, this is bullets with an L. Let's practice that L. Bullets.
Bullets.
Good. Much better. Okay. And this word here is invented.
Invented.
Excellent. Okay, last word. This word is brains.
Brains.
Okay, we're going to say brains. So it's going to be more of a A-E. Brains.
Brains.
Good. There you go, brains. Okay, nice job. Okay, let's go to my next reader. This is Patpai. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, go ahead and read that paragraph for me. And Carla, I'll get right back to you. I'm glad you were able to come back in. I'll come right back to you after Patpai, okay? All right, so Patpai, yours is here you go, boy. Patpai, can you hear me? Make sure that your microphone is unmuted. Okay, it looks like your microphone is still muted. Okay, so let me go to Carla. I'm gonna have Carla read. Carla, can I have you read this paragraph where it says, "Here you go, boy."
Okay. Here you go, boy, said the fingers of his father's right hand as he passed a neatly wrapped present with his left. Michel reached out slowly for the gift. He knew what it was. He had known for a long time what would be coming. It was his 10th birthday, and this kind of gift had become part of the town's tradition for as long as Michel could remember.
That would be
Jerry
Michael. Michael.
Michael, I'm sorry.
There you go. No worries.
Jerry had turned 10 last year and he had gotten the same kind of gift. In fact, everybody and girl in the town received basically the same kind of gift when they reached their 10th birthday. But Michael's smile was forced as he took the gift from his father's hands. He saw the look of pride and anticipation of his father's face, and Michael was trying hard to seem happy and appreciative, but he could barely disguise his apprehension and his fear.
Awesome. Great job with apprehension. Nice job, Carla. Okay. Let's practice a few words here. Okay. So first off, this word here is appreciative. So the accent goes right on that this E, appreciative. Try that.
Appreciative.
Nice. Okay. Now, we had a couple words in here that that were very similar to words in Spanish, and so you had used the Spanish I sound instead of the short I. The first word is tradition. So instead of saying tradition, okay, we want to say tradition. Try that.
Tradition.
There you go, tradition. All right. The next word, okay, is going to be anticipation. Okay, so you see how both of these words are closely related to Spanish words. You have tradition, tradicional, right? Tradition, and so your mind sees it and it goes, "Oh, it's tradición." Oh, no, it's not. All right. So, and then you have anticipation. Okay, anticipar. Okay, so it is anticipation. So it's that I sound. Okay, anticipation. Try that.
Anticipation.
Good, good. All right, and let's see. I think that was it. Okay, now your S sounds sounded really good. Your ED endings, Carla, were fabulous. Really good job. Really good job. And yes, remember, this word here, that is Michael. Okay, Michelle is spelled like this. Okay, I'll put that in the chat box. That is Michelle.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Very good job, Carla. All right. Let's go to is it Rock?
Rachida, that's my name. Rashida.
Rashida. Okay. Good.
Yeah, hi.
And, hi. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm doing really good. And Rashida, where are you
Great.
from?
I'm from Morocco, North Africa. I live in Casablanca.
Cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Well,
Yeah.
let me have you read right here where it says "open it."
Okay. Open it, yelled Jerry's fingers. His mother and father eagerly joined in, expressing their approval through their grins and sign language. Michael tried to cover the slight trembling of his own fingers as he began to unwrap the somewhat heavy package. The knotted, I don't know.
Yeah, nodded. Excellent job.
Okay. The knotted blue ribbon came up first, then the gift paper covered with colorful pastoral scenes of hunting dogs chasing a fox. Michael crumpled the paper and tore some of it. Finally managed to expose a dark leather-covered box beneath, then slowly clicked a tiny lock and lifted the lid. For the moment, he hoped that he was wrong, and that inside the box would be a book that he could read, and a puzzle he could play with for the rest of the day.
All right, very good job. All right, a
Thank you.
couple things I want to practice. Okay, first off, now your ed ending sounded really good. There was one where you had a mistake. So this word, nodded, that sounded good. Covered sounded really good. Okay, also managed. Okay, and let's see, you had another one, hoped. There you go, hoped sounded really good as well with that T ending. The only one was crumpled. Okay, remember, we're going to jump right from that L sound to the D sound, and we wouldn't pronounce that E. Okay, you had said crumpled, the word would be crumpled. Try that, please.
Crumbled.
Yeah, there you go. So Michael crumpled the paper. Try that.
Michael crumbled the paper.
Good, good. Now, class, to crumple is when you take paper, let's say you have a sheet of paper, and you bunch it all together. You crumple the paper. Okay, you squeeze it together with your hands. That's crumpling. Okay.
Right.
All right, let's go to. Let's see, where was that? Okay, so here, and this was really the only other thing. Everything sounded really good. Your pronunciations are great. Okay, so here you had read this as and a puzzle. So I want to go over this this last little part here. So that inside the box would be a book that he could read, or okay, so we're going to make a little pause right here with this comma, or a puzzle he could play with for the rest of the day. Go ahead and read that last little bit, okay?
Okay, and that inside the box would be a book that he could read, or a puzzle he could play with for the rest of the day.
Okay, very good, very good.
Thank you.
All right, nice job. Let's go to my next reader, and that's Rashida. Okay, Rashida. Okay, and Sakutara, let me have you read the next paragraph, please.
Oh, of course. But the gift was not any jewel, those. It was small but very durable. Titanium P 238 handgun with Michael's name engraved into the base on Phyllis above the stock. There was box of 380 ammo. Oh, ammo. I can see clearly. I think my connection is
okay.
Okay. Nearby, as well as a hand stitch near the holster and child side wishbone belts. The handgun sluggo in its state that devote below, casting some so seemingly begin, but Michael knew well its violence potential. He was not unfamiliar with guns. He had been tasked to shoot by his father from the time he was 5. He was quite a good shot too. His father was very proud of how well he did in the local gun club.
Okay, good job, Sakutara. Let's practice a couple of these words, okay? All right, now your ed ending here was really good. Engraved. Okay, now this word here is going to be baked. Baked on finish. Let's try those three words. Baked on finish.
Baked on finish.
Okay, try that one more time. Bake. Baked on.
Baked on finish.
Okay, much better. Nice job. Okay, really good job with your numbers here. Yes, 238 and 380. Okay, now this word ammo. Ammo is short for ammunition. Okay, so if you ever hear the word ammo, that is short for ammunition. Ammunition are bullets. Okay, bullets or whatever a gun needs to shoot. Okay, it can be any type of ammunition. Okay, so any type of bullet. All right. Now, sakutara. This word here is nearby. So that Y is going to make an I sound. Nearby.
Nearby.
Okay. Now, this word right here is velour.
Velour.
One more time.
Velour.
There you go. Okay. Now, that's probably a word that you all have not seen before. So read velour. Okay, as well as benign. Benign. Try that.
Benign.
Okay, good. Nice job. Okay. So this whole phrase, okay, the handgun snuggled in its shaped red velour casing seemed so benign. Knew well its violent potential. Okay, so it seemed so harmless. Okay, so red velour. Okay, red velour is like a shiny case. Okay, a shiny like leather case. So leather, sometimes when you polish it, it looks shiny, especially red leather. It's like a red shiny case. That's what they're saying here. So, and then the word benign. Okay, you may hear when cancer. Okay, cancer may be benign, but benign may be harmless. Okay, so benign. Am I spelling that correctly? I don't know if I am. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, okay, without that. Oh man, spelling in English, what a nightmare. Okay, so benign would mean harmless. Okay, or not to cause harm. Okay, a lot of times you'll hear that word benign used with cancer. So is the cancer benign or is it malignant? Malignant would mean that it's harmful, that it could kill you. Okay, or it has a malintent. Okay, or its intent is to do something wrong. Benign, yeah, opposite of something that is dangerous. Okay.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you, Carla. And so that's what that word means. All right. Now, Sakutara, you had a lot of really difficult words in that reading, but you did really well. Good job. Okay. Make sure to focus on your ed endings and your k sounds. Okay. That's when your tongue moves up in the back and you close off that sound. You say back. Okay, and your tongue goes back. Okay, just like that. So practice that K or that C sound, okay? Good job, Sakutara. Let's go to Sara. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Fine, thank you.
Good. Let me have you read this next paragraph, okay? It is, and it's really the next two paragraphs. These two right there, please.
Okay. But despite his knowledge and ability with weapons, Michael was still very uncomfortable with them. Despite his father's desire for him to enjoy shooting and the security of handling and owning weapons, Michael still felt fearful and uncertain in their presence. He simply concealed those feelings in order to please his father and to avoid the man's wrath should Michael exhibit any signs of weakness ascribed to those who rejected guns and as being necessary to personal and public security. But his father was beaming as the boy stared down at the gun and tried to look and sound pleased. His father's finger couldn't quite communicate everything to Michael, so he ended up speaking aloud right along with sign language.
Okay, very good. Let's practice a couple words here, okay? This first word I want to practice is this one here I'm highlighting. The word is wrath. Okay, so we're going to use a long A sound, wrath. Okay, so let's throw that back into the sentence. We're going to say, the man's wrath should Michael exhibit.
Okay, the man's wrath should Michael exhibit.
Good. Nice X sound. Good job. And then I want to practice your J sound. Okay, this word is rejected.
Okay, rejected.
Okay, one more time. And we're going to throw that back in the sentence. We're going to say, to those who rejected guns as being necessary.
Okay. To those who rejected guns as being necessary.
Good. Much better J sound here. The first time when you read it, it was a little light. Okay, almost like a sh sound, rejected. But yeah, make sure to pronounce that j sound, okay? Good job. Very good job, Sarah. All right, let's go to Dewey. Let me have you read this next paragraph here. I'm going to have you read from right here to right there. Go ahead and read the highlighted portion. Dewey? Dewey, make sure your microphone is not muted or that you are paying attention. All right, 3, 2.
It's me. Sorry.
There you go. There you go. All right, man. You saved yourself. Okay, so let's go to where it says, listen, kid.
Okay. Listen, kid. I'm a fat, blue, stainless packaging. I can't get behind, but this baby just isn't me. Then I threw. Hey, it might be perfect for my chance on his tent. That 3018.
That's 380.
380.
Sorry, I can't see.
Okay, so the word is that 380 ammo.
Okay, I'm also be enough to give it a true. Grinding out, it's hard to come by these days, but fortunately, I know a guy who works in the test fry by the manufacturer. Now go on our bike and get a feel for how it sorts. Okay. Lies most house in the town. The house was set again at the base of a long hillside. It allowed for a small sorting run in the backyard. The sound of gunfire in many other towns may be a cause for some consent, but here in Steph, it was simply reassuring. It was just somebody never wearing out their own personal weapon.
Okay, good. All right, so Dewey, I'd like to practice some endings with you. Okay, the first ending I want to practice is going to be the word town. Okay, we want to make sure that you add an N there at the end. Okay, this word is right here. Okay, the word is town.
Town.
Good, good, much better. Now let's practice the word houses with an S sound, as sounding as a Z at the end. Houses.
Houses.
Good, good, much better. Okay. Now I also want to practice the D ending. Okay, the word is sound. Sound.
Sound. Sound.
Good, good. All right. Last ending, and then I have another sound I want to practice. Okay, this word here is parkerizing. Parkerizing with an ing sound. Parkerizing.
Parkerizing. Parkerizing.
Okay, one more time. One more time. Parkerizing. Parkerizing.
Parkerizing.
Okay, good, good. Much better with that ending. Okay, now I do want to practice the SH sound with you as well. So for example, right here, this word is shooting. Shooting.
Shooting. Shooting.
Okay, so right here you're pronouncing that SH as an S, saying su. Okay, we want to say shh, shooting.
Shooting.
Okay?
Shooting.
Yeah, so you're going to say shh. There you go. Just like that. Try that one more time. Just that sound. Say shh. Okay, good. So shh, shooting.
Shooting. Shooting.
There you go. That's it. Now, the other word I want to practice is the word should.
Should.
Okay, so instead of a sound, we want to say shh, should.
Should.
Good.
Should.
Good. Now, keep in mind how that feels. Okay, how that feels to say that sh sound. Okay, so that next time you have a word like that, okay, you can practice pronouncing that word properly. Okay.
Okay.
Very good job, Dewey. Okay, so you want to know what parkerizing means? I'm going to check and see what they mean by that, because it doesn't have like a literal meaning to me. Yeah, even in the dictionaries I looked that up. Carla, I don't see any real definition. So what could he mean? So listen, kid, I'm an old fart. Blue stainless, parkerizing. I can get behind. Yeah, I don't know why he would have used the word parkerizing. Let me check something else. He's from California. Okay, but this was also... Oh, it doesn't say when it was written. Yeah, I don't know exactly what he means by parkerizing. It doesn't have a literal sense to me. I looked it up in dictionary.com as well. It doesn't mean anything. So yeah, he parkerizing. He may be talking about a gun. Okay, so there may be a gun that's called a Parker. Okay, and that's why it's capitalized. That's the only reason why I would think it may be a gun, because the P in Parker or parkerizing is capitalized. Other than that, it's not a you can't parkerize someone. You know, it's not really a verb. So, all right, let's go to Adam. Adam, let me have you read this next paragraph right here where it says, "Let me try." All right, Adam, I can't hear you. Three, two, there you go.
Sorry. I'm here.
All right, so let me try. Go for it.
Okay, I wasn't following, so can you tell me the start of the paragraph?
Yeah, it's down below. Okay, look, it's a smaller paragraph. Starts off, "Let me try," or "Let me try it."
Okay, let me try it. Jerry signed excitedly, but Michael knew it would not be prudent for his father to come out and see Jerry blasting away with the new birthday gift. Michael quickly loaded his heavily SIG pistol with 380 rounds, leveled it at the backyard target, and surprisingly his deep initiative fired the automatic with accuracy quite extraordinary for a deaf 10-year-old boy who feared guns.
Okay, all right, good. Let's practice some of these words. Okay, so first off, this word here is anxiety. Anxiety. Good.
Anxiety.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
All right. This big monstrosity of a word is extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Yeah. So this part right here, we wouldn't say extraordinary, okay, which is how it's actually written, extraordinary. We kind of mesh those words together and we say extraordinary.
Extraordinary. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Extraordinary.
Yeah. And here you had said deaf 10 years old boy. So remember, when we say 10, like he's 1 year old, 2 year old, okay, or 2 years old, 3 years old. Okay, when we get to 10, okay, it changes to 10, and we're talking about a 10-year-old boy. That S doesn't belong there. So we say a deaf 10-year-old boy. Try that.
A deaf 10-year-old boy.
There you go. A deaf 10-year-old boy. Good. Good. All right. Nice job. Nice job. We learned some the pronunciation of some new words there. Anxiety and extraordinary. Good. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go to Ali. Let me have you read the next paragraph, please. Ali, make sure that your microphone is not muted. All right, let's go to Andrew. Andrew, let me have you read that paragraph.
Okay. But then it wasn't really the gun itself that Michael feared the most. It was actually the ammo, those smooth metal golden bullets that were the real cause of so much damage to whatever target the mine. The eye and the finger decided was their destiny. Michael had seen some of that damage up close and personal, not just in the backyard or gun club targets, but in the deep forest where his father had shot deer and bear and the numerous small animals that had come innocently into view. He had also seen the result of those slender golden rounds when his father had dispatched an intruder whom he had
Intruder.
whom he had encountered at night inside their house.
All right, very good job. Let's check out a few words, okay? So this first word here is deer.
Deer.
Okay. Now this word, and if I was to write a letter and say "Dear Andrew," okay, that would be pronounced the same. So deer. Okay. D-E-E-R is an animal. Okay, as well as bear. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I know.
deer and bear. Okay, so make sure bear, okay, makes that A sound. Deer is that long E sound. Okay.
Deer, bear.
Good, good. Yeah. Now this word here, okay, with the ed ending, that would be encountered.
Encountered. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, just like that. All right. Everything else sounded really good. Nice job, Andrew.
Thank you.
Okay, Carla, let me have you read the next paragraph. We've got just a little bit of time left. Right here where it says, Michael had seen.
Okay. Michael had seen the blood,
The blood?
And damage on all those occasions, and even though his father had reassured him that the killings were justified and a natural part of life, Michael could only wonder one thing: what happened to life when it was interrupted so swiftly by the flight of a golden bullet? Was it like when he went to sleep at night and dreamed? Or was it like what his mother, the eternal optimist, told him when he was just 5 years old, that whoever or whatever died went to some place far across the sea, like London or Paris? Michael never forgot that. Even later, when others talked about heaven, he continued to think that heaven was Paris.
Okay, all right, good, good. I want to practice this word right here, okay? Instead of saying bullets, okay, the word is bullets.
Bullet.
Okay, good, bullet.
Bullet.
Good, good, nice job. And let's see, this word here is reassured.
Reassured.
Okay, give me a good D sound at the end. Reassured.
Reassured.
Good, good, nice job. Okay, class, thank you for coming this hour. You guys all did a really good job. I hope you had your notebook with you and you're taking notes of things that you can work on. I'm going to take a break right now, and then afterwards I have some grammar classes for. I have one grammar class for beginners a little bit later this morning, as well as grammar class for intermediate to advanced. And we're also going to be practicing our pronunciations just a little bit more. So stay tuned. Follow me on Verbling, also on Facebook. You can get to my Facebook page there, and you'll see any updates and things like that. Also, you can ask me any questions. As you're leaving as well, there should be a form that you can fill out for feedback. So if you didn't like the class, or if you did like the class, please let me know. Okay. All right, you guys. We'll see you.
Okay, thank
Bye.
you.
Classes are cool.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you so
see you
much.
guys. Bye.
Okay.
Thank
See ya.
you.
See you soon.